Levo is our first referee. Dan Willis is our down official, and we are underway from San Diego.
They're lighting up the line right away. Love that.
The Tritons have 17 wins on the year. That is tied for a program record. Warren and Selcho teamed up on this, showing out well.
Tritons have nothing to lose tonight. Full crowd, a lot of noise tonight, and serving well.
On the campaign.
I had an opportunity to talk to Bryce's family before the match. They're all wearing shirts with Bryce's picture on it, and everyone in their family was a setter at D1 level.
Skylar Varden kills, 2.87 kills per set. He gets one to go for the visitors.
And here goes Monty. Let's see if he brings that 80-mile-per-hour heat off the bat.
He's got 82 aces on the season, needs 5 more, and that would set a single-season Big West record. He'll stay at the service line. Tritons defeated the #1 team in the nation. Would be 2021 Big West semifinal as part of the Big West tournament in Honolulu. Beat Hawaii.
Oh, that one was only 70 miles an hour, guys.
Sam Warren.
Very big block, so being skilled and using that block is going to be key tonight.
Schellinger goes at Varga. And now Varga will swing for the second time. Rice Dvorak in the backcourt.
Yeah, he is talented, and he's definitely one of the go-to players on the beach.
The beach #1 in the nation, and they have been for 12 consecutive weeks as they get the overpass. Sebastian Law. It's Nato Dickinson, 6'7" redshirt senior from Corona Del Mar, one of only 2 seniors in the starting lineup tonight for the beach. The rundown, and we play on. That first touch courtesy of Kellen Larson. Set was off, the timing as well. A free ball comes over to the visitors. 1 and up from Sebastian Laura, who hasn't seen much of the floor this season, but as a libero. Bulgarians on this Long Beach State team, hitting .463 on the year.
Yeah, that's not too bad, .463.
Not too bad as well, Kirsten, is the beach as a whole, hitting .395 in 2025. That's #1 in the nation.
Yeah, they are impressive.
Had to sort of corkscrew his way through a couple of blockers to put that one down.
Yeah, I think, Laura has it. He's got to be creative against that big block that's a little bit dug in. He did just that by throwing that ball down.
Peter Selcho serves line over to Kandev.
That was probably on the Richter scale there. Big hole in that block that Kandev just took advantage of.
Averaging 3.1 kills per set on the air is Kandev. After the 5-set loss last Saturday for the Tritons against CSUN, you were talking to Tritons head coach Brad Rostrader, and one of the things he said that his team needs coming into tonight, more offensive consistency in transition as a kill goes.
You make, get a real point with that and put that ball away.
A lead for the visitors after they dropped the first 3 points of this first frame. They also have won the last 4 meetings. There's a 5-setter, an epic one at that. Since 2009, Tritons have 2 wins against the beach. One of the seniors, Darius McRaven, hitting that one. And a stuff there, a block put up by Nick Rigo. Teamed up with Schellinger. Off the peel, it's Schellinger.
Well, we all know that's my favorite shot. Being able to expose that line that gets left open all the time, but you got to get it there fast. And Josh Schellinger did just that.
Tritons retake the lead. Here is Sebastian Laura, transfer from Orange Coast College. An absolute of the beach's 8 points.
Monty doing a good job moving that offense around, getting all his hitters going.
Scrambling set goes to Schellinger in
the corner. Hammer a corner. Don't do anything fancy. Just go for the meat of the court.
Here is Nick Rigo. He's got one of the better service motions on the Tritons. Nato Dickinson covered as he gets another one to go from the backcourt.
Yeah, middles are going to have to close that block. anything you give them. Oh, actually, that was outside of the outside blocker. But got to line up on him better.
Long Beach State, they are 24-2 on the year. That's Peter Selcho, who's hitting .443 at Hawaii.
Yeah, which is, hard place to play.
Well, and the interesting thing about it was you go back as Bryce Dvorak misses, he does have an ace for UC San Diego tonight. You go back to the 5-setter, the loss to the Bows last Saturday in Manoa, as Alan Nutt, they outblock and they out-hit the Bows, but the 27 service errors for the Beach, that got to them in the end.
And that atmosphere, playing in that competitive and loud of an atmosphere.
What an atmosphere to show out. Josh Schellinger with the side out off the back set.
And a nice a pass by Matt Lim on that. That one heating up in the high 70s.
That served just short of 60 from Schellinger, who is 4 of 6. Leads all in the match in terms of kills. There are 3 kills from Varga, 3 from Dickinson. Speaking of Varga, he'll serve it Matt Lim. Del Mar native. Tracked down by the scorer's table. Lim with the dig in the backcourt. Schellinger. Too many touches. That was Nikolov with the first touch, and he was put in a compromised position. Triton to retake the lead.
And look at Matt Lim digging lips in the back row. Great dig and nice put away by Schellinger.
Tritons are hitting a balmy .533, which is right at the level that the Beach are hitting at .538 as far as their attack percentage is concerned. They'll work a combination play, and they like to go to that D-ball. At the helm for UC San Diego, 17 wins this year. That's the most they've ever had in the D1 era.
And I want to give a shout out, hopefully he'll still make it, for Peter Selcho's jump serve. Definitely picking up the pace on it.
Playing some incredible volleyball considering the circumstances. They don't have their top attacker, Anthony Sherfon.
That was so much fun to watch, and they've done nothing but improve this year and elevate their game.
Ben Braun gets a swing off a Nikolov set. Nikolov with 7 assists. He is averaging about 9.7 assists per set. But Ben Braun, a misfire, the Ohio State transfer who came in air-free over his last 20 swings. Peter Selcho putting the Beach out of system with the line serve. Warren is gonna go to.
Tough one there, broken play. Formed Long Beach block out there. Keying in on Warren.
Georgi Bainev is in, serving number 20.
Great set by Dvorak. Love that play.
Schellinger last Saturday against CSUN had 18 kills. That's one short of a season-high 19, which he experienced at home against.
Hit high and hard, so if that block is not in the perfect spot, they are going to take advantage of it.
Beach, second in the nation in blocks per set. They are number 1 in the with a second hitting error, and the team's third. They're hitting .389 so far in this first set. The Beach serving teams out of system, that's a big part of their repertoire.
Oh yeah, they are a very tough serving team. They miss a lot of serves, but senior night at home, and you get a start against the number 1 team in the nation.
All season long, Warren has been a serving sub, had not played since February 7th against Vanguard. Warren bringing it up
with that ball and feeds it out to Warren.
The overpass off of Laura's serve. Let's not forget about how important that was. Short serve into the middle, and there is the sneak.
Probably one of the most active setters. I think his hitting percentage is well over 300.
A member of the Bulgarian national team he is. Had 5 kills a match ago in that 5-set loss against UH as the Tritons win the joust. Matt Lim off of his platform and down. That was some serious venom off that live arm from Nato Dickinson, who quietly is leading his team in kills, 4 of 6 to start.
Quietly, and Matt Lim was there, just couldn't handle it. Right spot though.
Kandev drives the serve. That's Sam Warren. Transition opportunity and an out-of-system swing. His foot was on the
and serve.
Red Persley from Poway and went to Poway High School. Serves Kandev.
It does, and he's hitting well. That was one error of, what does he have, 5 kills right now in 8 attempts. So, yeah, he's still their hot hitter.
There he is, Alan Knipe, his 22nd season. 72% winning percentage as the head coach of Long Beach State. Sam Warren is putting her.
Yeah, and that's something that they have to serve tough. They have to serve tough against this team. Long Beach has way too much firepower to not go for it.
Serving tough, bringing the firepower is usually what Nikolov does, but he goes off speed with the offering. Sam Warren in the 2 matches against Hawaii last week.
Wow, that's impressive. You know when your sister that doesn't play volleyball sends you a video of him serving 80 miles an hour and says, dang. It's good.
If I'm a Beach fan, I'm looking at that set, and that set Alan Knife as he will use a timeout here for Long Beach. He has left his mark on this night here in La Jolla. Big West all-freshman team a few years ago. He is such an emotional spark plug. Some of the seniors on your screen there, 5 of the 9. Brad Rostratter, his win-loss record has continued to go in the right direction for him. A lot of that's due to the continuity. As the block was up and has a team-high 6 kills matched with the 6 that Schellinger has.
Yeah, and I've been watching this team play for at least the last 4 years. I've got to do some games, and Bryce Dvorak brings a whole new fire to the team. I think he really does a great job elevating people, getting them fired up and playing at a high level.
It was a great block touch for Long Beach State side there.
Yeah, well, they're keying in on him a little bit now, so they're starting to know that the ball's going to go to him.
Warren will get that second contact as the Trojans clear out by their bench. Ben Braun, 11 junior from Rancho Mirage, California, brings the visitors to within 1, prompting Brad Rostratter to use his first timeout.
And a nice swing by Vaughn. Good run down by Sam Warren here, but when you're going to give Long Beach a free ball, they could go anywhere, so they give it to their big middle who puts it away.
A 4-point has dwindled down to 1. Curve players on the roster for the Beach who have at least 1 kill. Nikolov has 13 assists, and we're still playing in the first set.
Yeah, I'm not
in the conference.
Back into this. But Matt Lim is doing a great job in the back row passing nails.
After the timeout, here is Varga. Serves it Schellinger. Laura shoots it into the corner in zone 5. All tied up after Kandev. It's 22 apiece.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where he's going. Inside, outside of the block, whatever it is, he's doing a great job.
Much cleaner first touch. Selcho is blocked. Schellinger as well. Routed out it around for Warren. He goes on hands, and they're saying by pleading at the down official, Dan Willis, to award the team for a touch. And it's a lead for the Beach.
Sam Warren trying to get some fingers on there, but just didn't get it. The set wasn't quite there. Broken play. Tough one.
Only our
set, and number 18 from CSUN just absolutely took over, and they could not stop him. I think he had 34 kills. Definitely a career high for him.
They got a violation there. Is that a lift call?
Yeah, we're calling a lift on that, and I'm glad we're actually calling those now. You cannot catch the ball. This is not Newcomb.
Our 10th tie of this first set, 23 apiece. Peter Selcho, you've liked the way he's been serving.
Yeah, he's definitely picked up the pace quite a bit on his serve, and I like it. It's putting some good pressure on the defense.
Do we have a net? Is that a net on UC Sandy as to what the ruling is? And Brad Rostrader has just flashed the green card.
All right, go for it. Laura is sure he did not net on that and let his coach know, so they're going to challenge it.
That is one of the things that you can challenge. And this year, each team is granted 3 challenges. And it officially is a net challenge they're going to be looking at.
Yeah, and I think that net was still moving from the serve that hit the top of the tape. I don't think it was Laura.
First challenge that we have seen. Look
Laura
at it
goes
from
up.
the net cam.
Doesn't net. I don't see that. The
Don't
net was
see
moving.
anything there.
No, I don't see it. It was close, but he's sure he did not net.
And with how demonstrative he made his point to Brad Rostrader that he didn't net, it's a decision. He's pointing to the forearm.
Yeah.
And Brad Rostrader, usually very stoic, has a point to make here, and he's letting Brad know it. Jump float from Braun. Clean touch from Matt Lim. Schellinger got the unorthodox swing. And into 4 late in the first frame. They finish. Diego cannot come up with a win. Long Beach State with then one more win tomorrow. If they were able to do it, would then make it a 1 seed in the upcoming tournament. Nato Dickinson, he's got the first point of set number 2.
What a set from Moni, too. Just putting up on a platter for Nato to come in.
Moni Nikolov, 16 assists, 15 of those in the first frame. Has over 800 on the season. Wielder of Alex, who was formerly a freshman standout at Long Beach State, was AVCA National Player of the Year a few seasons ago. Dickinson from the first set won the first 3 points. Schellinger messed up with his footwork.
That's unfortunate.
Varga goes at Laura, and running out of room would be Warren along with Dvorak, and there would be the first ace of the night for Long Beach State.
And thank you for not running into the desk, guys. Appreciate you.
Lim much more controlled on that contact. Overset, Laura plays it. And off a quick attack out of the middle. Hit that one a bit fat. Did Ben Braun, but good enough to put it down on a second kill on a third swing for the 6'11" junior.
Namani has such a high reach that he's literally like spoon-feeding the ball into his hitter's hand.
Serving cross court was Varga. Laura looking for a touch with all seniors.
Still all seniors going for it.
Which normally hasn't been the lineup.
Nope, this is definitely a different lineup for them. Everything is a little bit different.
And if you're just joining us as well, no Anthony Sherfon. He is dealing with an injury. So that is a tough blow for UC San Diego. And the service pressure will get you around the corner as Sam Warren nearly runs right into us. And again, it goes back to the serve. That's another ace during the service run for Varga, and 6 straight matches where he's had an ace now.
Yeah, well, it just shows that there are a lot of volleyball fans in San Diego that like good volleyball. Is really doing a good job serving those seams and lines.
Brad Rostrader will use his second and final timeout of this set as the ace leader this year.
Said good things about him, and he missed his serve. What can you say? Serve, and a nice job behind the end line.
Serves in his own 6 at Kellen Larson. And in Long Beach State's storied history.
Absolutely.
Down it goes, overzealous. 2 total team blocks for each team. That's it so far. The exchanging of service mistakes here. That's Sam Warren this time.
I think the mistakes broke the serving measure. Don't see it working anymore.
Serve to Schellinger. Warren won't be able to get it down. I was mentioning it, that's Larson with the pancake up. Dvorak looks at the defense, outside for Laura. Filthy stuff, and it's Nikolov. Exciting.
Tease it up for Darius McRaven. Hammer it down.
Here it comes from Dickinson at limb. Laura will get it.
That's out to your outside so they can beat the block. And that one, nice job by Dvorak. Speeding that set up, getting it out to Laura.
Laura did not play in the 2 matches last week against CSUN. Senior from Honolulu, Hawaii, who went 5 of 7 last Saturday against UH.
And I think he's the only returning player playing the same position from last year. And he is good in the middle.
Usually good on the outside is Schellinger, but a misfire. One being Sotiris Shiopanis, and then Lazar Buchkov. Sotiris there. And it's not like you just reload.
Yeah.
Who's next up? Next man up, and it's working for them.
Yep, they have Long Beach has a deep bench, so similar to UCLA. They really could, play anyone at any given time.
Up against Peterson. Beach have had a 7-0 scoring run in this. Bryce Dvorak has the Tritons' only ace, and it came early in the first set. Dvorak has had 15 assists to go along with his 3 service errors. He's second in the Big West in assists per set, and look at all the phones out to film Nikolov from people in the stands. Everybody wanting to get a piece of history with that transcendent talent that he is. High ball to the outside for Varga. Over on 1. Hit.
And all started off by that tough serve by Nikolov.
Believed to have the fastest recorded serve in men's NCAA volleyball history. His foot was on the line. I saw his foot on the line. I don't to go back and look at where his foot was there, but from my vantage point, that serve, Nikolov was his right foot was on the line.
Line judge, wake up.
Booming serve at Schellinger. Jumping and hitting on the way down was Selcho. That's Varga. The scoop after covering line, Dvorak into a triple block. A trap set, and the Beach converging on the stop. Second on the team in kills.
Had 20 kills against the match against CSUN, which was his record high so far.
Nikolov goes right at the recently inserted into the game Provetnikov. Sam Warren misses long with some open space.
Maybe not.
It's been a series of runs here. Long Beach State had a 7-0 run early in this second set. They're currently riding a 5 points, 1 in a row streak. And a free ball surrendered back over to the #1 ranked team in the nation. And it's the outside, and it's the red shirt senior doing it again.
They are just playing at a different level right now. I mean, they're playing at the 12-foot height over the net. Pretty impressive.
Keegan Cook is now in, the usual starting libero for UC San Diego, only a sophomore.
Oh, that was a football.
And see, I'm telling you, and I'm calling him earlier, and he got away with it.
He did. He did.
But not able to take advantage. Schellinger reciprocates with a service error.
Yeah, it's hard when you're playing against a team like Long Beach, but missed serves are just free points for them.
Here's Varga. He's got 3 aces. He had that service run to start the second set that really opened up the second frame. Kandev got...
I did too. That was good timing at the net.
7-1 run for Long Beach State. They closed out the first set on a 6-1 run. Warren is dug down the line, and nobody home after that Varga second touch, after the nice pickup by Larson.
Yeah, underclassmen at the net.
If you're just joining us, the Tritons were up 22-18 in the first set. But then the Beach upped and amped up their service pressure, and they haven't looked back ever since. Bainev into serve, catches Cable. Bainev throws a paw at it to save it down the line. That's Keegan Cook with the overpass. McRaven misses down the line.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one again.
What part of it would you like to see again?
I don't know if it was in or out. Happened really fast.
Long Beach State using their first challenge. They've only used one. They challenged a net late in the first set, and it wasn't overturned. It was not overturned.
Overpass. Oof. Yeah, that is close.
Awfully close.
Wow. Hard one to tell.
Ideally, right, if you're making this decision and you're Dan Willis, the evidence has to be indisputable.
Yeah.
And you could argue that it's questionable.
Yeah.
It could have touched the line, but it also might not have, and I'm not so sure. But it's for UC San Diego. That is where they have found themselves in some trouble since the...
Long Beach is actually...
So a challenge apiece, and neither one was overturned. This one works against the Beach.
Yeah. No, not enough evidence to change the call. That's
to serve. Tritons only 1 ace in the match, and it came early in the first set. They are a half a game in front of CSUN for 4th place in the Big West standings. That is Varga. He thought he had it killed, not to be. Digs one in the back court. Only for... Played in 3 sets last Saturday, and that 5-set loss for the Beach at Hawaii. Set points for the visitors. Schellinger errors, and it was a dominating second set for the #1 ranked team in the nation. Up 2 sets. 0-2 libero, just a sophomore, so he comes in from off the bench as we start up this 3rd set, and it's Josh Schellinger who had a hitting error to close out the second set. Avoids that happening with the first point on the board for the home team.
Yeah, and I think they just need to be smarter when that block is, that huge Long Beach block is formed, and the set's not there. Swipe it, recycle it. Do something, but don't get blocked.
Long Beach State this season, they are 12-2 against nationally ranked teams. Provednikov, and then Warren sends it across. Backpedaling was Larson. Varga goes into the block. The coverage from Larson to the outside. Nifty setting.
Wow.
One of 4 Bulgarians on the team. No aces for him tonight so far. He does have one, excuse me.
He Begnikov with an amazing run down. And that point, just a point ago.
Overzealous, that's match this year. That was against St. Francis. Has over 1,000 assists this season. Varga, 3 aces for him as he serves in the second set. Nick Rigo.
It was neck and neck.
3 lead changes. Trides are up 22-18 in the first, and then that service pressure from the beach picked up.
Finished by Rigo on that.
Schallinger serves line to Kandev. Timing on the set was off. Schallinger gets denied.
Might be a little early.
7 kills is the team high for UC San Diego. They're playing without Anthony Scherfon dealing with an injury. They hope to have him back next week for the Big West Conference. Tied up at 4 apiece. Tritons with 17 wins. Most wins they've ever had in program history. Tied for the most, which was 17 back in 1989, the first year.
They're going to have to close that block much better.
Tritons are only siding out at 51%. Leo Provetnikov had 6-8 Nikoff. It's his first hitting error. Dickinson serves at Keegan Cook, the most served at player for the Tritons. Begging for a touch call.
Yeah, that was definitely a kind of a weird set. Salcho kind of reaching for that one, but thinks he got a touch on it.
Dan Willis is over there at the monitor, our down official, but Long Beach State had a chance to clinch the regular season title and that #1 seed in the Big West Championship with a victory on Saturday against University of Hawaii. But because the Bows, and that's what they're looking at, is there a touch or not? Because the Bows won, now it's a stalemate. 6-2. Love to see it. Dan Willis says there was a touch. It pays off, the challenge, and the point will go to UC San Diego.
This is a big break for the Tritons. So right now, they need to take advantage of it. Anytime Long Beach gives you a break in anything, this is where you need to level up.
What is
tough? Playing defense, blocking the ball.
Sam Warren serves at Skylar Varga.
Yeah, he hasn't done that in a while, so I think he was due.
Here's Kandev, 8 of 11, hitting 545. Losses at home came in 5-setters. One last Saturday against CSUN. The other a 5-setter against Loyola Chicago.
Now, is that his 4th kill?
Yeah. That would be number 4. Provetnikov with the reception. Ben Braun was up for number 24 in white, Peter Salcho. The middles establishing them has been tough for the home team.
You know, it has. I felt like first set they were good to go, but just a little bit off connection-wise.
Yeah, he had the cover. It's going to be a trouble. Tritons with 7, the Beach with 9. Nikolov runs it down, steps on top of the scorer's table. Bashed off the
corner. Was able to find some of the line or some body parts on the way out.
Freelancing at its finest there for one of our 9 seniors being honored tonight at Lion Tree Arena. That's a senior, one of 83 aces on the season for our server. 4 away from the single season Big West record. Schellinger into the block, and Ben Braun was there. He's denied Beach up 3, and the home team calls a timeout.
Yeah, and I think Keegan Cook took that serve off the chest. That one registered at 6.
In this match is Nikolov back to serve. He's got 1 ace, number 1, also with 29 assists and a 3-point lead. Now down to 2 off of a 9th service error for Long Beach State, which ends a 3-0 run. Nice Dvorak. He is responsible for the only ace that the Trojans have, and that was early in the first set. He serves. Off a combo play, bearing the ball down the line and on was Dickinson. Alan Knipe will use the challenge, his second. A net challenge is what we're being told.
I don't think I saw anyone in the net, but
Skylar Varga serves. Had 3 aces early in the second set.
I think he lost his mustache with that one. Great pass by Cook. Nice job by Dvorak.
Schellinger 1 kill away from double digits. He serves. Off an X play. Ben Braun up.
That dig.
Bainev into serve. Goes it Cook. A one-hand set for Provednikov. Goes right into that block of the 6'8" NATO Dickinson, set up by the Bainev serve.
Yeah, that was a tough set to hit. That one would be more of a recycle play and just couldn't quite recycle it.
Keegan Cook couldn't get out of the way in time, and he'll make the touch. That's Nikolov, meaning that Varga will step in to set. Persley returns for serving responsibilities. Off the tape at Kandev. Persley with the up off the McCraven shot. He didn't get that one down.
Yeah, and what a dig by Persley. Going underneath the floor to bring that ball up. And good heads-up play by Schellinger and Provednikov, hitting that ball off the block and out of bounds.
Options, McRaven.
Authority.
The kill leader tonight is serving. NATO Dickinson, not going to be at the end line for very long. 14 kills for NATO Dickinson.
Yeah, definitely. I think 476. Just one of the many lethal attackers of Long Beach.
Serve to Varga. There goes a D ball. Leo.
Good job by Leo, being patient on that one and waiting, swatting that ball down.
Warren bombs away from the back.
Ryan, we got a compliment from the Dvorak family when I saw him before the match. Grandpa Dvorak does not turn the volume down when they watch us. So I want to say a shout out to the patriarch.
Anthony Scherfon wishes he could play tonight. By the way, there's a fathead of Anthony Scherfon right on cue. That's his mom. Shout out to our director, Steve Chen, for finding that right on cue. But they had some nice things to say about us as well. Peluso.
Floridian, too.
Yeah. Tridents have
Orlando.
not led since they were up 1-0 in this third set. On senior night, it's a junior that's taking center stage for the home team.
Nice pass by Sam Warren. Great set by Dvorak. Pushes that ball out so Provednikov can get outside of the outside arm of Varga on that.
1 point differential. round it goes. Third game. Last one was at 4-all. Nikolov. The cell phone cameras are out. Hoping to capture some history with that laser beam of a serve. Cook gets it, and skying it over was Schellinger. In transition, back in the court, off of one wicked jump top from the freshman.
And a good run down by Keegan Cook, but free ball for the Beach means nice tandem play. They make it look so easy, don't they?
They certainly do.
So many offensive weapons, so many options. Relative compete at such a high level.
This server, Nikolov, continues to execute at a high level from the back. Off the tape. And they'll work a shoot set over to Schellinger. A little change of pace there from Varga. Off for Provednikov.
Yes, and that is the play. Great timing on the pick with Provednikov. Nice job by Sam Warren picking up that ball. Giving Dvorak a nice pass to set.
The way that he tosses that ball with the side spin.
Yeah. Most of the time it's successful for him, but you know, that's how jump serves go most of the time.
That one is out, so the Beach returning the favor with an Aaron out long struck serve. Big block touch, and picking it up in the cross court was Dvorak. Wrist away finds Kellen Larson, the redshirt freshman. Cook scurries in for the first touch. Roll shot baffles the home team.
Yeah, that was a great shot by him. He's got everybody super dug in because he's been hitting so high and hard. And that one, he just does a nice little waterfall shot over the block.
Then Braun floats it into the net. Just keep in mind, Hawaii is tied for first in the Big West standings right now, and Hawaii is playing tied at a set against UCSD currently. Candev strutting his stuff, and that leaves the home crowd speechless with mouths agape.
Speechless, but that's also a double, and those don't get called anymore, so yucky.
22 serving 19. Dickinson serves zone 6. Peter Selcho trying to get it down and running out of room.
Pulling the trigger on that one.
Here comes Sam Warren. Goes at Varga. That patented D ball they've been going. It's been a Triton killer.
Yeah, it really has. He is definitely hitting it, and not even in the same place, at a variety of different angles.
It's Candev. Whoa! Where was that one going? Gravity stopped just for a moment,
right?
While he was hitting that serve. Good serve from Provednikov. Combo play. 8 captures match points, looking to win their 5th straight match over UC San Diego.
And really showing the athleticism of Varga on that one as a lefty, playing outside, hitting those sharp angles and passing a ton of balls.
Warren will keep this 3rd set going. Smoothly hammering into a double block, unfazed by the pressure. Peter Selcho must get this serve in if you're a Triton fan. And he will. The fake and the send down from Ben Braun. Nikolov